You could attempt to find the area of a square, which we're given, and then take away these areas here. But we don't know any formulas for that kind of shape. It's not in the GCSE specification, and never come across a formula which tells you that. Actually, it would be quite simple. You could just work out the area of a square, but you have to take away the area of a circle. So we're going to have to work away this anyway. Now, the area of a circle, the only formula which we can use here is pi r squared. We need to work out the radius. We leave it in terms of pi. That means that we don't evaluate what pi is. We could say it's 3.14 something, but we can't write it as a decimal. It's an irrational number. That's why I wanted to leave it in exact form in terms of pi. If we find a radius, we can simply slide straight into this formula and get our area. Radius is a length. If I was to draw a radius on this diagram, it's any line going from the centre of a circle to the circumference. And when you draw a few of these, you might notice that if you put two like that, that gives you the diameter of the circle. The diameter of a circle is the same as the length of a square. So you can see how these are somehow related. To work out the length of a square, we need to know how to undo the principle of the area. If I draw a square, we know that if I told you I had a side of 3, that makes this side 3 as well, because it's a square, sides are the same. Visually we can see that when we divide this into 3 sides on each of them, then we got 9 parts here. That's basically the area, 9 centimeters squared. The opposite is square rooting. So if I have an area and I square root that, that's going to tell me the side length. So I can do the square root of 64, which is fortunately in our times tables. 8 times 8 is 64, so square root of 64 must be 8. Now I know that this length here is 8. The diameter must be equal to 8. Therefore the radius, that being half of the diameter, must be 4. Which we can put straight into this equation here. Pi times 4 squared is equal to pi times 16, but it's conventional to put 16 first, so I'm going to say that's equal to 16 pi. If we just wanted to check that this was reasonable, we could do a quick check here. So pi is roughly 3, 16 times 3 is about 45. I'm just going to call that about 15. And that's quite reasonable because we can see that we're only missing these areas here compared to the whole square. It's only going to be a certain fraction lower than 64.